Hi Aries, welcome to your weekly reading for February 21st to the 27th. So I'm really strongly feeling like there's some gifts coming in here for you, and it feels like there may be like some new friendships or people, community. I'm really feeling like belonging, finding people you really connect with. So something like that is coming in here for some of you, and it feels really strong. And I am hearing that when you're around these people, it's going to feel like a gift. It's going to feel like a blessing. And it's almost as if some of us have felt like, we haven't really been able to find people we really connect with. And maybe you're seeing other people have friends or have, partners or these experiences where they really feel like they fit or they really belong. And then we kind of feel like we're on the outside looking in. So there's some kind of gift or blessing coming in here for you where you may meet a friend, or you may meet like a couple of friends, or like a community or some kind of group where you really feel like you can be yourself and you feel like you belong somewhere. So that feels really good. I like this energy that's coming in here for you. It's going to feel like a blessing. Well, let's see what the theme is here for this week. Yeah. You're healing this, actually. So the void is the place in where we can tap into those deeper areas in our life where some things feel like they're at a standstill. I'm also kind of seeing here that you have a very strong protector or something coming towards you. It feels like a spirit guide, or it feels like I don't know, maybe it could be an ancestor. I'm seeing, so some of you have a really strong connection to, a very strong connection to something. I can see it. Okay, so they're wearing a robe and they're holding a staff in their hand. A robe and a staff in their hand. And it's like they're watching over you as you sleep. Okay, so I'm seeing this in two different ways. For some of you, you have this protection around you, and there is this energy that is kind of watching over you, protecting you as you're going through some kind of, maybe some of you are going through like a dark night of the soul. You're going through some kind of incubation period, some kind of transformation. And during this transformation period, a lot of you may feel as though a lot of those things that are hidden deep within us, the parts of us that we don't want to see or the things we don't want to feel, just come out even if we don't want them to. And so there are angelic beings or your guides. There are a lot of, I'm hearing celestial beings that are watching over you, helping you through this process as you navigate through this process, as you heal through this. And as you heal, you release. And as you release, you call in, connections that are just much, much more in resonant with you. And I feel like a lot of these people, that the reason that they'll feel so, you'll feel so connected with them is because they'll be members of your soul family or your soul tribe. I have this strange feeling that March is going to be a month it's going to be about soul family and soul tribe, because that is coming up here a lot. So as we're going into this final week of February, I feel like this energy is starting to come in. So for Aries, this is going to be strong for some of you, where you really meet someone or meet, a group of people that feel like you just belong with them. Or it could be a place, if it's not really like people aren't necessarily your vibe, like you like to be alone or you want to just kind of have your own thing. It could also be finding a place. You could be moving somewhere or traveling somewhere or discovering like a project or something you really love to do that gives you that same experience or that same feeling of being at home, finding home. Okay, what's coming up for Aries this week? With the Page of Pentacles, I'm hearing that some of you could be like learning what you need in terms of really getting in touch with what makes you happy. There's like a new connection with yourself, a deeper connection with yourself, like you're understanding yourself on a deeper level. And as you're going through this void, as you're going through this transformational process, you're getting to know yourself better. You're connecting with yourself on a deeper level. And by doing that, you're starting to learn and understand what kinds of things your soul really, really would want or wants to do or wants to connect with. Because with this Page of Pentacles, I'm getting this feeling of learning and understanding and listening. What do I need versus what did I believe I needed? Or what was I convinced by my external environment that I was taught to need? And how is that different from what I truly need, from what my soul needs, what my heart needs, or even what my mind needs? And how can I cultivate that more? How can I nurture that more? I'm hearing boundaries are going to be really strong here right now because you're definitely going through a major change in your life. And I'm kind of feeling like it's going to be important for you to, it's almost like some things you may feel like other people just may not understand the path. And so you're kind of feeling like you need to keep some things to yourself. So I feel like discernment is going to be really, really important in having a sense of like emotional boundaries around other people, like not disclosing too much information to others, even though in that moment we may feel like we really want to, or yeah. Okay, and then the High Priestess here we have. So again, this could be a passionate new beginning where you're intuitively being led to a passionate new beginning. This could also be for some of you is nurturing some kind of special connection or bond with someone that is that's showing up as a King of Wands. So someone who's very passionate, confident, maybe very passionate about you, and kind of matching you on that level. And it feels like sometimes a High Priestess can come in because to communicate that there's a spiritual connection, there's a spiritual lesson or something spiritual, something deeper related to something that you're going through, something that you're building or getting to know or connecting with. There is like a soul lesson or a soul path related to whatever you're experiencing right now, or maybe some of the people that you are starting to get to know. Okay, let's go into the Page of Pentacles and see. Wow. So rebuilding what we felt like we lost, where we felt like we put in a lot of our energy or we put in a lot of our hopes, dreams, and desires into, and some things just didn't work out the way that we thought that they would. And so with that Page of Pentacles with the Five of Cups, it's like you are healing, you're rebuilding, you are picking yourself back up, and you're nurturing yourself back to health. That's what I'm hearing here. Oh, how beautiful. Look at that. 10 of Pentacles. So in finding where we, and going through these experiences where we felt like we didn't belong, it's like we are learning where we do belong. So we needed to go through those experiences in order to get to where we are right now. So again, that 10 of Pentacles is about the home. It's about longevity. A lot of times 10 of Pentacles can also show up as family lineage, generational like traditions and things that just kind of run in the family. And I feel like I remember your yearly reading, and I remember this being a theme for you this year, is all about how we connect with where we came from and how that's influenced us in our life, and what are the changes that we're going through now. What's changing and what are we kind of continuing on or keeping. So this is all about, so again, we have that 10 of Pentacles. It's like we're kind of seeing, where are we making some changes that didn't resonate with us, from where we came from? And how do we want to rebuild our life where we feel like we can, have that for the long term? Or if we have families, like how do we want to change certain traditions and patterns where the future generations benefit from, rather than be, feeling this sense of grief or loss, or like not feeling like something, a disappointment somewhere. So I feel like there's a lot of healing happening on a foundational level here, and setting yourself up for long-term, success and stability, things that we can pass down, things that we can rely on. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. Wheel of Fortune. So there could also be some opportunities coming in here that are going to be very abundant, but in the greater sense, in the bigger sense of the word, your life is changing in a way where it's going to reflect more your inner truth than ever before. So, and that will kind of, I feel like, apply in many different ways. And I feel like there's something about being able to see the gears underneath her skirt. You're like seeing the blueprint. You're seeing the patterns of why things happen the way they did. You're able to track. It's like you're connecting all the dots and seeing how everything has been connected and how it's all contributed to where you are right now. So this week, there could be something about being in meditation and reflecting and really taking a clear look at how you've gotten where you are right now and what that means. And maybe even being able to let some things go as well by making sense of the past. Oh, wow. Look at that. 2 of Cups. So finding, this could also be a lot of times when we have the 2 of Cups. So a bond with another person, a relationship, a romantic partnership. A lot of times with that 2 of Cups, with those mirror souls, we find people, they are in our soul tribe or soul family. So this could also be very much, a romantic partner. So meeting someone that we can build a life with, that we can have long-term success with, something that will last a lifetime. And stable and secure foundations. So some of you could be either in a committed relationship where that's building, that things are healing and it's building and continuing on, or others of you could be, meeting someone that has that potential. Okay, High Priestess. The Emperor. I am feeling like this is about you trusting your intuition to take the lead in your life with the Emperor card. It's kind of like you're taking the reins and you are kind of steering your own ship in the way that you intuitively feel like is the right direction. What do we need to know about the Emperor? I kind of feel like some of you are breaking out. You might have been attached to maybe some people or some things without realizing it. Because again, sometimes the High Priestess is unconscious. It's like looking into what we unconsciously are doing, not realizing that we're doing it. And so I feel like there's something here about maybe there's some kind of attachment or dependency that we had on someone or something. And I feel like, though, that you are it's like you're taking matters into your own hands. You're taking control over your own life and steering things the way that you are needing to in order to bring some balance back into your life. Because you might be seeing where you might have been putting more importance on another individual or maybe like a career or something external, something outside of you that you didn't realize had so much power over you. Because it could have been in a very covert way. It could have been like a hidden thing. So I feel like you're seeing how something has had a lot of influence over you without realizing it. What else do we need to know about the Emperor and the High Priestess? Wow, 10 of Wands. Yeah, so that's a heavy burden. It's a heavy weight. So you're tuning into that. I really feel like there's some kind of attachment that you're breaking yourself out of and you're seeing it. I feel like it's something that was really unconscious for you in the King of Pentacles. So very very abundant cards here with that 10 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, all having to do with legacy, all having to do with being able to build your own empire, your own castle, kind of taking control of your own life and kind of you saying, what you want your life to be. Ace of Wands. I feel like you're going to be have this like empowerment to you this week, because you're seeing something clearly. I feel like by seeing something clearly, it may help you to release yourself from some kind of attachment or some level of I don't know. I keep hearing the word attachment or dependency on something or somebody and not realizing how heavy of a weight it's been. And it's almost you're seeing how unnecessary it is to carry it. Like you don't need to carry it. So you may be putting something that it no longer is serving you in any way other than weighing you down. So you're putting it down, you're letting something go. And by doing that, it's almost like you're reclaiming your life and asking yourself, what do I want? Because maybe this whole time I've been not realizing it, but I've been living my life in the way that another person wants. And I've been living according to those standards. And as I put that down and release that, I never asked myself, what do I want for myself? What does it look like to me when I embody the King of Pentacles? So I feel like there's that spark of inspiration. I feel like you're getting creative ideas. You're tapping into what is unique to you and what resonates with you. And that's at Eight of Wands. It's like this flash of passion. It's this, it's a flash of an idea, or it's this ignition of passion, a passionate new beginning. And I feel like you're going confidently towards creating some kind of secure, stable empire for yourself in your own unique way. It's going to reflect your own identity, your own personality. Because I'm really strongly seeing the solar plexus energy here with all those beautiful yellow flowers. So this is all about your confidence, your happiness, your joy, your identity. Who are you? What are you about? And how can you create your own beautiful empire based off of your unique signature and not someone else's, or trying to make it look like somebody else's. So this is also about you stepping into your individuality and your uniqueness as well. And so we go into the end of the week with the King of Wands, which is again passionate, confident, fiery. So there is there's this motivation or inspiration that you're kind of charging on ahead. You're ready to move forward towards something. Three of Cups. I love that, because Three of Cups, again, is celebrations, it's friendships, it's connections with others. And I always love how all these like hula hoops that they're holding on to are all kind of intermingled or intertwined. So it's crossing paths with those who we're destined to meet. We are destined to meet certain people in our life, and they're so integral to our journey to teach us something, to be there for us, and vice versa. So I feel like a lot of you are charging on ahead to this new path, and on that path, you're going to meet people, have connections with others who are so intertwined with your journey here. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. So this is all about a reflection of your investments. This is all seeing the return of all the hard work that you've done on yourself. And the things that are coming in here for you are going to show a reflection of that. So that's what I'm kind of sensing with the Seven of Pentacles here. Being able to see how far you've come based off of some of the things that you're attracting into your life. Yeah, Strength card. And though this also may require you to make some decisions to walk away from something, to make some changes with that Strength card, I also kind of feel like with the Strength card, this is about allowing yourself to open yourself to other people, allowing yourself to believe that there are people out there for you. So for example, if we spent a lot of our life or a long time kind of believing that we're on the outside looking in, when we are presented with a new path and life tells us, hey, you're going to have people in your life, sometimes it's like we're so used to just believing one way. And even though it's a painful truth, that's like a painful thing to believe about ourselves, that we're on the outside looking in, but we get used to being there. Sometimes we even grow to feel safe there because then we don't have to open up to anybody. And if we don't open up to anybody, we don't get hurt. So that's the Strength card here, is life kind of being like, well, do you want to be in instead of being on the outside? Because being in may also mean that you have to open up, and you're so used to kind of being on the outside. So that may not resonate with everybody, but that's the message that I'm hearing here. And I kind of feel like with the Strength card, it's kind of telling you, are you strong enough to open up and allow people to come in, people who can you trust, that certain people that are going to come into your life are there to support you. They're there to have your back, that kind of thing. So this is about learning to trust again, is what I'm hearing with the Strength card. Four of Pentacles. So I also feel like this is about I'm kind of hearing like starting over or starting like a new beginning with having something stable, something secure, and being able to build your own thing. And it's like you're planting those seeds and you're holding on to what you have. And you're also being very protective and very discerning about, who you allow into your sacred space, which I think is very important. I think we should all be very discerning and have boundaries with, especially with newer people we don't know. But I feel like that's kind of how you're going to approach this new beginning, is you're going to be very discerning about who you let in. But I really feel like there are some really nice connections coming in here for you, Aries. Yeah. And then Two of Swords. So I feel like you're just kind of navigating. There's a lot being revealed to you, and it may kind of be putting you in a state of, I don't know what's going on, but I feel like something is changing. And so allowing yourself to just kind of be in that void, you are protected and you are watched over. And I feel like it's going to give you a lot of wisdom. So whatever you're going through right now, at the end of it, you're going to come out of it with a lot of wisdom about life, spiritual truths, and a lot of wisdom about yourself to help you navigate this new path. It's going to give you some tools that you are going to need. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do a clarifying card for the Two of Swords. I have one more for the Two of Swords. Five of Pentacles. I really love when all of these cards just kind of all say the same thing, because it just confirms the message. So again, Five of Pentacles is about belonging and not belonging, or feeling out in the cold, feeling like, where's our home, or where is our community? Where do I connect with? And so I feel like there's something here being healed here. You're seeing the truth. You're reflecting on this. You're finding wisdom. You're finding answers. You're tapping into this. So this is an important month or week of healing for you and seeing something with a lot of clarity. So just take your time with it, you don't have to rush through that. Okay, so let's go into your oracle cards here. Message from the higher self. Message from Spirit. Message from the Earth. Message from the ancestors. A message from the future self. Okay, message from your higher self. Illumination, exactly. So there's that wisdom that's coming in here. So being in that void, being in that space of unknown is the best time to meditate, best time to kind of pay attention to your surroundings, pay attention to the things that are coming up. I'm hearing from the higher self that maybe journaling is something that some of you will really resonate with, kind of writing down those insights or these like thoughts that you're having, or even feelings and emotions, even if you don't have clarity about them. Sometimes just kind of writing down the confusion, or what you're confused about, or what's kind of putting you in this place of not really understanding what's happening around you or what's happening within you. Describing, I'm kind of hearing like describing your experience is might be helpful for some. But there is this reflection. There's this an illumination. Yeah, illumination of something that you need to see, something that is going to give you a lot of wisdom and help you to clear things up, put things down, let things go, and allow yourself to rewrite your story in a way that serves you rather than kind of hindering you or holding you back. Okay, message from Spirit. Music. Beautiful. So some of you may be really connecting with certain types of music that will help really bring out parts of you that need to be expressed. Some of you may love to play music. You may really connect with music in that way. Some of you may even be musicians. So this is going to be a good time for connecting with music in some form or another. This could also be listening to like sound vibrations, listening to like singing bowls or the didgeridoo or there. I mean, it's all out there. So it's all those resources are available to you. But I feel like that may be very helpful in healing some of the energies. Maybe it could just be about clearing up the energies, because when we're going through this void, we're purging out. A lot of stuff is coming up to the surface. And so allowing ourselves to rebalance our chakras and rebalance our energies and even bring in a sense of playfulness. So maybe sometimes you need to put on some music and dance or sing, do something to kind of expend a lot of that extra energy or that stress that's kind of coming up. It will kind of help you to reground and come back down into life. So that's going to be helpful. And that's a message from spirit. Okay. Message from the earth. Learn from the past. Elephant spirit. So this is all about you commending the earth, life, commending you for your resiliency and encouraging you to honor your own strength, encouraging you to honor your ability to get through some of the more difficult things. I'm also hearing that, how elephants travel in herds. It's all about the tribe. It's all about being with our kind and connecting with that. So again, the fact that this is a message from the earth, this is all about bringing that to you on a 3D level, bringing that to you from in real life, not just having, it's very useful and beautiful and a wonderful and necessary experience to have spirit guides and angels and all of that. But it's also really necessary for us to have like real people in our life that we can connect with, that we can call, that we can go out to lunch with, or we can just be with and turn to when we need someone. So I feel like that's necessary and that's important. And I feel like that's coming in here for some of you, especially for those of you who have been really needing that and maybe afraid to allow others to, and there's some kind of transformation happening there. So this is a very profound time for you, Aries. Okay. Messages from your ancestors. Let go. How beautiful is that? This is also about, I kind of feeling like putting out that wish, putting out that prayer, and also knowing that you've done a lot of that manifestation work. So I'm kind of seeing a lot of you have been working really hard in calling something in, allowing yourself to put out into the universe what it is that you want to call in into your life. And so I'm kind of hearing a bit of surrender and just releasing how something is going to show up here for you from your ancestors. So I'm kind of hearing that it is on the way, that we heard your prayers, we heard your wishes, your desires, your wants. And it's on the way, and you can kind of relax. You can allow yourself to, you don't have to say it you can say it every single day if that makes you feel good, your desire and your wish, but you don't have to focus on it 24/7. It can just be something, an intention that we put out, and just allow spirit to do the rest, allow the universe to bring it to you in divine timing. So this is encouraging you to relax and to allow yourself to have fun, and that it doesn't always have to be about healing and working through things, that you can just do something for the sake of having fun. Okay. And then the future self, protecting your treasure. So maybe some of you are also creating something. There could be this, and it could just be this new path that you're on, that you are feeling a little bit more, needing to kind of put up some boundaries around certain people. Okay. So what I'm hearing is, okay. So some of you, and again, this may not resonate for everyone, but some of you may feel as though that you're going, okay, so as you're going through this transformation, not everybody around you is going to understand the transformation. So protecting treasure, what I'm hearing is actually from your future self, is to protect your energy. And energy in the sense of, you don't need to explain yourself or what you're going through to every single person. Especially if you know that they're not going to understand, and it's not about that they can't understand. It's just that maybe they don't see life like that, or that's not their world. Like they don't, maybe do this kind of spiritual work. So it may be difficult for them to really get it. So this is an encouragement or a permission, permission from your future self to just be like, you don't need to explain this to anybody. You don't need other people to understand your journey. You need to understand your journey, but you don't need another to necessarily understand your journey. So this is all about protecting your treasure, and don't let people kind of downplay the transformation that you're going through. And sometimes it's best to just keep some certain experiences or certain insights to yourself until you can kind of feel safe enough to share it with someone that will be received well, or they'll understand where you're coming from. So because I feel like there's something sacred or something very spiritual that some of you are going through. And so it's important to kind of just keep some insights to yourself. And then I think that's why your higher self was coming in saying like journaling and writing and really just allowing yourself to express in a safe way is going to be maybe helpful for some. So beautiful reading, Aries. This is a profound change that you're going through. I hope you found this reading helpful. And if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you for next week. Bye, Aries.